Look, dudes, getting leads should be easy. Booking calls with qualified leads is great and all, but sales is the most important part of the system, as without it, everything you're doing is for nothing. If you can't sell, you can't grow your business, and you can't have the impact you want to have. So if you're having sales conversations and you're used to hearing, I need to think about it, or I'll get back to you next week, I need to speak to my partner, you're too expensive, or even worse, just send me over an email and I'll get back to you, then the issue might not be your service, it's just about how you're selling. Welcome to the final episode of a 5-part mini-series where I show you the exact framework I use to go from a burnt-out agency owner to building a business from 0 to 80K per month within the past few months alone. Most business owners are great at what they do, but when it comes to sales, they start second guessing themselves just because they've never been really taught about how to sell properly. And I know this was the case for me. I thought I was great at sales until I jumped on sales calls with people that didn't know who I was, and I could never really close anyone. I was great at closing referrals, but the problem was that I was dealing with warm leads who already knew me. So I thought I had a skill that I didn't really have. So after investing all of this time and money in ads and jumping on calls, I decided that the next skill I had to learn was how to actually sell. So I decided to invest all of the money I had with working with some of the biggest names in the industry, because I knew that one skill would completely change my life. I invested in people like Cole Gordon's training. I went to masterminds and traveled all around the world to be able to learn all of these skills. And until this day, I still have a sales coach and a leadership coach who's an amazing friend of mine now, whose name's Usman Kayani. And he completely transformed my life, helping me understand how sales work. I've invested over 60,000 euros in coaches, courses, masterminds, all to understand how to sell and influence people, because I realized this is the highest level skill that I could learn in my business and in my life, which is learning how to influence, learning how to lead, and learning how to sell. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact process I use to sell millions worth of services online, and how I went from jumping on sales calls, trying to convince people to work with me, sending over proposals and emails to all of my clients and getting ghosted by everyone, to actually learning how to collect payment and influence people live on a call without being salesy or pushy, just because that's not me. I'm not that type of person, and I'm excited to show you exactly how you can do this yourself. So here's the exact ClearScale process we use that's comprised of a couple of ideas. Number one is we diagnose before we pitch. We ask the right questions to find out where the client's stuck, what's the main problem they're currently facing in their business, and then we tailor our pitch based on exactly what problems our clients have. The second thing is presenting the bridge. In the previous videos, I explained how we are bridge builders, and now we get to explain how our service will get them from A to B by using the bridge builder framework. The third thing is we sell results, not services. We don't talk about the complexity of a service and how we deliver it and exactly what we do. We just talk about the high-level results and transformations and outcomes our clients want to actually achieve. And the next step is we let clients close themselves. If we've done everything right, we've built a mini magnet funnel, we used the trust loop content strategy to be able to build and nurture leads, the sales come natural. It's simple, it's ethical, and it works every single time, even if you hate selling. The best part about the system is that once you understand how a sales process works, you'll be able to hire sales reps to be able to take the sales calls for you, so you can spend your day doing the things you enjoy doing, which is building and growing the business, not being on sales calls all day. So here's an exact overview of how a predictable sales process works. One that I've used to close millions of deals worth online, and the same systems my clients use to do the exact same thing themselves. So first thing first is we have to understand that whenever we jump on a sales call, the most important thing is that we have to maintain authority. We need to position ourselves as experts and hold authority throughout the whole call. So we're guiding the conversation and we're leading our clients to where we want to go. Right? Because we need to treat this as if someone's visiting a doctor. Whenever you visit a doctor, you don't tell the doctor what you have. The doctor asks you questions, they diagnose what symptoms you might have, they understand where you're coming from, and then they show you the solution once they understand the actual picture. So that's the same thing we need to be doing on a sales call. The next important thing is tonality. We have to ask questions in specific ways so that we can actually help our clients feel heard, feel listened, and open up to us over a sales call. Another important concept is that we need to say less. All we have to do is listen. We need to ask the right questions, and we need to understand where our clients are coming from. The whole idea about a sales call is uncovering exactly where our clients are and then showing them how we can actually help them. Another important point is we do not coach. We do not tell people what to do. We don't tell them how to do it. We just diagnose the problem to uncover where they're currently at And at the end, we can show them how a solution can actually help them get there. As a high-level view, a sales call is structured into 6 different phases. There's the introduction phase, the discovery phase, the transition phase, the pitch phase, the commitment phase, and the objection handling phase. And I'm going to show you from a high-level point of view exactly what these processes are and these stages are, so you can start implementing this in your business. So phase number 1 is introduction. The whole idea here is that we want to be normal, we want to set the agenda, and we want to hold authority. So the first thing we do as soon as we jump on a call is we build rapport. We ask a couple of questions to figure out who they are, why they jumped on the call, and then we go into framing the call. This is super important. We want to be able to control the conversation and guide the conversation and set expectations about how the call is going to go, which enables us to hold frame and maintain authority throughout the whole conversation. Once we do that, we move on to discovery. This is where we need to establish trust. We need to ask background questions, pain questions, and doubt questions, figuring out where your clients are coming from, what they do, and exactly what their business is. And then we want to go into solution-based questions and cost of inaction questions. In this phase, all we're trying to do is uncover where they are, what they've tried, why what they've tried in the past didn't really work, and what happens if nothing changes in their business. If the next 6 months look like the past 6 months, and what that actually means to them. And then once we do that, we just need to figure out what the goals of our clients and prospects are. How much money do they want to make? How much weight do they want to lose? We need to understand their goal before we can move forward to see if we can actually help them. Once we paint a clear picture of the discovery phase of exactly where our clients are, we move into the transition phase. This is where we acknowledge prospects that you actually hear them out through the discovery phase. So they actually feel like you listen to them, and we basically ask for permission to start moving into our pitch. Pitch is very simple. We need to know exactly what our service is and how we deliver it, and this is where we position it in the simplest and clearest way so our clients can understand what we do. We want to be clear on the end results. We want to show them the simple bridge from where they currently are to where they want to go, and we need to keep it as simple as possible. We have a high-level promise of exactly what we do. We then show them how we actually get them there, and then we show them how the actual service is delivered. Once we do that, we have the commitment phase where we just want to make sure that 100% confirmed about that this process we've just pitched them is exactly what they need right now to get them to where they want to go. And we do this by different tactics. We use the temp check, which is just making sure this is what they need. We then explain what the next steps would be about working with us. We explain the onboarding and what the specific process would be. And once they are 100% bought in on this process, we then can price drop. At this phase, we only price drop if we are 100% certain this is what they need to get them to where they want to go. If they're not certain about something, we need to go back and make sure we can handle those objections before we move into the price dropping. Now, once we do that, typically we can either collect payment on the call and get commitment, or we go into objection handling. Typically over a call, we're going to have uncertainty objection, which is, I'm not sure this is right for me. We'll have spouse or partner question, which is, I need to talk to my business partner or my wife or my husband. Or we have finance questions, which is, don't really think now is the right time because I don't have enough money to invest. Each individual one of these objections should be handled in a completely different way. We need to identify what the real objection is, because typically most of these objections are just smoke screens. Smoke screens our clients use to be able to get out of a sales conversation and not tell us exactly what they're feeling. So what we want to do here is understand how to handle each one of these objections, know exactly what to say and how to say it, to be able to uncover what the true objection is, how to handle that objection, how to actually collect payment and move on with the sale. From a high-level point of view, this is the sales process. Now, this is just a basic way of me running through it quickly, and each individual one of these phases has specific techniques, tactics, and systems for you to actually learn on how to do this. So that brings us to the end of our mini-series on how you can build your own hybrid impact model business model that allows you to scale past 30K months without burnout, whilst having the most impact possible for your clients, whilst you only working a few hours a day. So if you've been watching this series and thinking, okay, cool, I've got all the pieces, but I'm still not really confident that I can do this alone, I hear you. So let me share something with you. The process is simple, but the results live in the details. I've only covered a tiny percentage overview of exactly what we help our clients achieve and the systems we help install in their business. And that's where most people go wrong, because they've seen the blueprint, you have the clear offer, they've understood the mini magnet funnel, they've tried to build trust with the trust loop strategy, but they don't have the accountability, the coaching, and the actual systems to learn how to inbuild this system themselves into their business. Because 1, it might take too long, 2, there's a lot of mistakes you can make along the way, and 3, you just need that guidance to be able to do it correctly. So if this is something you are interested in, I'm going to explain to you exactly how the ClearScale program works and how you can potentially work with us, if it does make sense for you, to show you how we can help you actually set up this business yourself. But before we get started, I just want to make it clear who this is not for. This is not for beginners who are just starting out, who don't really know how to get results for their clients. And this is not for people who are looking for shortcuts and to outsource everything to a marketing company to be able to handle the issues for them. It's also not for people who are looking for someone to just hand them over leads. This is for you if you want to solve the one problem that's stopping you from growing. You want to build a business that makes impact, and you want to learn skills and develop yourself into the person you need to become to be able to live the life you actually want to live. And it is for you if you are ready to commit and grow today. If what you are looking for is a proven way to attract dream clients that you actually want to work with, and a predictable flow of ready to buy, motivated leads every single week coming into your pipeline, and not really dealing with time wasters, then this is for you. So with ClearScale, what we help you do is sign your next 5 to 10 high-paying clients that will all be introduced to your new hybrid impact model. This is specifically for service-based business owners only. If you're a coach, a marketeer, a consultant, an educator, then this is for you, and I'm going to cover two things. Firstly, how the offer actually works, and secondly, why the offer works so well, and how our clients like Sean, Matthew, Jeffrey, and hundreds of others get insane results. Sean made 60,000 euros in the first 30 days of working with us. Matthew closed 5,000 euros worth of deals in 7 days. Jeffrey made 15,000 euros on commissions within the first 60 days. And over again, we see the same results for our clients. And it all comes down to understanding that most service-based business owners have the same bottlenecks that I did when I was trying to scale. They had no predictable way to get leads, there's no scalable offer or a productized service, and they're doing everything themselves and can't seem to find the right people to help them. They're not charging enough, and they feel burnt out and no time on their hands with low profit margins. And that's exactly where I was a few years ago, and I understand how frustrating it is. Having the skills and wanting to have impact, but just not knowing how to actually acquire customers and get them the best results possible. So now I'm on a mission to be able to help my clients have a simple system to be able to have clarity in their offer, to be able to get leads and clients on a consistent basis predictably every single month, and to have systems in place to be able to easily scale their business where they're not feeling burnt out. So if you got this far, you're probably wondering a few things like, how do I create a mini magnet? How do I create a trust loop strategy? How do I get leads? What content do I create? Or how do I even record myself? And what content strategy should I work on? And how can I automate my business? And that's where ClearScale comes in. The ClearScale program is simple. We have a 3-month accelerator that helps you, number 1, get clear on your offer, number 2, attract leads every single day, and number 3, make sales every single week. The way we work is simple. Week number 1 is we help you understand your dream client persona, we help you build out your offer for you, and we help you create your offer document and sales pitch done for you and done with you. We take off the heavy lifting and give you all of our experience and knowledge to make sure we guide you and do the stuff for you to get you the best results as quickly as possible. Week number 2, we launch our mini magnet funnel into the market to get you leads coming in. We do this for you. We design your ads, we script your ads, we do everything for you and with you for you to be able to get the best results. Also install a conversion system to automatically book calls in your calendar and qualify the leads coming in automatically. Again, all done for you and done with you, set up so you can just start getting the system running and learning how to run the system yourself. Week number 3 is where we build out your sales scripts and we train you on sales systems to learn how to actually convert these leads into sales. Week number 4 and onwards, we start optimizing, implementing the trust loop strategy to position you as an expert, and then show you how to implement systems into your business so you feel like you're finally in control and you can scale up. And our first goal for you is simple. We want you to cover the investment you make with us within the first 30 days of joining our program. Once we achieve that, we help you scale to 30K months plus in a consistent and ethical way where you feel like you're in control. So I want you to ask yourself this: what is the cost of you not knowing how to have the skill to make 30K a month in your business? If your business is making less than 150K this year, it's literally costing you 200,000 euros per year by not knowing how to attract clients and actually have a scalable business. So I want you to ask yourself this: what is it worth to have the skills and knowledge that me and my clients have? Where you have the power to be able to know how to get and attract leads whenever you want, how to close deals whenever you want, for you to have the impact and the life you've always dreamed of. And the best thing about this is that these are just skills you can acquire and the skills we actually build our business upon for us to be able to help you get there in the shortest amount of time possible without you having to go through all of the heartache, the time, the frustration I had to go through myself. So If you feel like it's time for you to take action, you want to surround yourself with like-minded people that want to actually grow and become the person that you always said you wanted to become and live the life you always dreamed of, then now is the right time. So if you want the full details to see how we can potentially help you, click on the link below and you can book in a call with myself or my sales team, and we'll show you exactly how we work and see if there's a potential fit here. Or if you have any questions, DM me the word 11 on Instagram and I'll give you access to all of our resources and answer any questions or concerns you have. And if we do start working together, you'll have access to me one-on-one, you'll have access to my team, we'll give you all of the systems, I will help you set up everything for you and then show you how you can take control of your business and keep scaling it up yourself. We care about results, we care about you, and we just care about having the most impact possible on the community around us. So look, this is the exact same thing I went through for the past few years. I worked with coaches, consultants, courses, and learned and acquired all of these skills myself. And what we can help you with is condense all of the knowledge we've learned over the past few years into just a few weeks of training and skills that you can start implementing into your business. It's literally a shortcut and you paying for speed for us to be able to help you get from where you are, where you want to go, in the shortest amount of time possible, with the least amount of risk possible too. If that sounds like something you're interested, click on the link below, message me on Instagram. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next